Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Hey, what is going on, Poké fans all around the world? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center, and also welcome to everybody who's new to my channel. In today's video, I decided to play with one of the possible decks that I'm going to probably play this weekend at my local league. I still have a few other decks that I'm considering playing them, but this list is one of the lists that I might just, decide to play. This is the Zoroninja deck that I like to call it, Zoroark featuring Greninja. It's a really interesting deck list. First of all, because you can spread the damage around the board, you can control the board, you can control the damage done to your Pokemons by just scooping them back from play with Acerola. You can also recover some resources from your discard pile using that resource management Oranguru, and you can also, force your opponent to switch active Pokemon Volcanion, but you can also use Sona Blast for 100 and spreading 20 damage to each of our opponent bench Pokemon in place as well. So this Volcanion theoretically in play can be also a good counter for lower HP Pokemons with, Frogadier and Greninja. Some people are very scared about Gumi, for example. But playing against Gumi is not a big deal. Simply because when you evolve Frogadier, two Frogadiers in play, you can one-hit knock at one of the Gumis, and every other Greninja will just let you to knock other Gumi out, and a couple of Guzmas, and that's it. Pretty much knocking out something else that our opponent haven't played. Overall, I really like this deck list. It's a very interesting deck list, and so far, I just need to probably tweak it a little bit more, maybe to be even better. But so far, it proves to be a very consistent deck list. So running one copy of Oranguru, 4 copy of Zorua and Zoroarks, one Tapu Lele for just, turn one or maybe later if we needed, 4-3-2 line of the Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja, and one Volcanion Prism Star. Now, from item cards, running 4 copies of Aqua Patch, couple tweaks and text. For example, Field Blower, running one Field Blower. I don't know, maybe I should consider trying to find a space for at least 2 of them because those shrine punishments are very annoying. 4 copies of Nazballs, 1 Pal Pad, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 2 Timer Balls, and 2 Ultra Balls, so plenty of cards for the setup. 2 copies of Acerola for the supporter, Control Scoop, 1 Apricorn Maker, 4 copies of Cynthia for the draw support, 3 Guzmas, 2 Judge, 1 Lily, and 1 Tate and Liza. Speaking about draw support, 3 copies of Choice Band for extra damage, and 4 line of double chorus, and regular water energies. I mean, I really like the deck list. It's a very, very complicated deck to be played with it. You need to think a lot with it. You need to know what is exactly a good time to play Volcanion, when is the exactly time to evolve, when is the exact time to, play Guzma or attack with reduced beating, and also thinking about, just using Shadow Hunter to snipe on the bench. I mean, this deck has plenty of good options available, and I think it's a very good counter for those Shrine decks. Obviously, if you're gonna play against plenty of Buzzwole decks and fighting decks and around your format, you should consider playing 2 copies of Choice Bands and 2 copies of Weakness Policies, because in my opinion, that can actually save your ass as well. And that's pretty much the deck list that I'm going to use in this video, so make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Also let me know in the comments below what you think about it, so see you in the game. Alright, so starting first, always interesting to see that opening hand. Very, very interesting deck list I'm playing today. It is a Zoroark-GX deck featuring a Greninja, so Zoroninja deck. That's the name that I gave to this deck. Yeah, interesting deck with a lot of different potentials. There's also a Oranguru with resource management. This deck is still in the development, so it's not the end version of it. I think I'm going to use two Zoruas with the Apricorn Maker. And this looks like almost like perfect start. Well, what about Volcanion? It's also not that bad idea to have Volcanion, for example, so I can discard energy with the Jet Gazer and switch my opponent active Pokemon with his banished Pokemon as well. Alright, Tatum Liza. I'm not sure if this deck that my opponent plays is just, Necrozma, or it's a... Oh, it looks like it's a Tapu Koko spread deck. So for now, I somehow managed to avoid this turn 1, I guess. And we can do something like this. I can trade. So specifically, I just need one more card, which needs to be a Pokemon before I put my Tapu Lele in play. But it looks like that is just impossible for now, since I really want to attack my opponent this turn. I'm going to grab myself Guzma for sure. So with the Guzma, I can definitely apply some pressure to my opponent with my Zoroark, hitting him for like 100. I didn't really want to bother too much with his Inkay. Simply the reason for that in this specific matchup is the fact that when I manage to evolve into Frogadier, I can knock his Tapu Koko out. Then I can force him to promote something else at the active position. If it's going to be another Tapu Koko with, for example, other Pokemon in play, I can take extra prize after that. So after doing that, I can get a lot of benefit, So there's a Mimikyu, there's a Deoxys with also 120 HP, and there's a Tapu Lele with the magical swap as well on my opponent bench. So this single turn of Fly Flip very powerful. So there's already like 200 and plus damage in play. So I guess I can trade one of my Zoroarks from hand in order to grab myself something else. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with Cynthia for now. And this is pretty much perfect, almost perfect. I couldn't get what I was looking for. Basically, I was looking for just one, Frogadier. I could have it. I could definitely have it with the Ultra Ball, but I was hoping to, get it with the Cynthia play. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, so it's okay. Still, my opponent cannot knock me out yet. Still, there is also not going to be a magical swap as well. And that's just perfectly fine for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a Pal Pad, recycling back this Guzma and probably Cynthia. Oh, there we go with the Judge. And just a regular Psychic Energy attached. That actually confuses me a little bit. Maybe he have planned to retreat on the bench. For example, oh, the counter catcher to my Volcanion. That can explain a lot of things. Alright. Lugia is the only Pokemon that I can't have one-hit knockout against him with my Zoroark, but for this one, I guess I can always have this extra damage with Frogadier and Greninja. So I decided to throw out with the trade one of my choice bands because I really don't need them. That retreat is very expensive. 3 retreat cost is a nightmare, literally. It's not easy to have 3 retreat costs, that's for sure. So it's time to put some pressure to that Lugia on the bench. Obviously, time for Judge as well. Alright, I have Titan Liza for the next turn. And as well, Frogadier. So who is going to take 2 damage? I should go for because it's a 70 HP. And basically 2 more Greninjas in play. That's really all I need for the knockout. Yeah, I forget about GX Greninja, you know, Shadow Hunter that can simply snipe on the bench for 130, that shiny Lugia. I didn't count on that. So, yeah. But okay, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60, 200 damage in play. Literally with 200... Okay, so he decided just to pass the turn. Alright, that's perfectly fine scenario for me. What is also perfect is that Greninja-GX in my hand, so time to snipe on the bench this Mimikyu. It is definitely time for Titan Liza. Alright, and what else I can try to find with my trade is definitely another Greninja-GX, but I'm gonna find myself a Greninja, but at least I have that Aqua Patch available that I'm looking forward to burn. And use my reuse. Something tells me that I saw Tapu Lele with minus 20 resistance to Zoroark, but probably I was dreaming that. Okay, so far so good. So far so good, I'm not gonna complain. I also have a Acerola as well in my hand. So what I'm looking forward to do with it, probably to snipe my opponent Lugia on the bench with my Shadow Hunter GX. After that, I'm going to shuffle back with the High Slash or Haze Slash my Greninja back as well, especially if I will be in a position to get... Why so many energies? He still can't knock me out with a Power Blast. I mean, my opponent is dealing 100, and between turns it's just 10 for the Shrine of Punishment, so it's definitely not enough. And when I play my Acerola, that's probably going to be a scoop for my opponent. It might not be, you know, it's really hard to tell, but it's definitely not a favorable position for him. Power Blast, there we go. Resistance, taking 10. So I'm down to 10. It looks really promising for him at this moment, but first I'm going to trade, obviously, my Zoroark from hand. Another choice band needs to be somewhere. Time to scoop my Zoroark-GX into my hand. I guess this was perfect timing. I couldn't ask for better timing, I guess. Energy won't be placed in play. Do I even need to play Rescue Stretcher? Nah, something tells me that I should not do that. But what I should do, I should just move those choice bands. Energy should not be attached as well. And I'm taking a price card against my opponent, Shining Lugia on the bench. Maybe I should not consider that snipe on the bench versus Lugia. Maybe I should just consider sniping this Tapu Koko. It's just maybe, because Tapu Koko can sooner or later take knockout against my Tapu Lele on the bench, but Shrine of Punishment can do that as well. But as long as I can keep low amount of Pokemon floating around, that's perfectly fine for me. So, hitting me for like 120 with a Power Blast, not the worst possible scenario. Again, next turn, I'm gonna definitely need Guzma. Yeah, that's for sure, so I can try to scoop my Greninja. Or maybe another Greninja-GX as well, so even that can work for me. But even finding just regular water energy can be a good job for me, So Power Blast. I know I'm going to evolve, put double course energy in play, and use one trade. Nice, Pal Pad. That's a perfect timing. So with a Pal Pad, I can recover back Acerola, and one of my Guzmas. Alright. Time for trade. Ooh, nice, Guzma. So that basically means only one thing. I can take Knocket against that Tapu Koko. Shuffling back my Greninja into my deck with the Haze Slash. So I'm down to 2 prize cards. Something needs to be promoted to the empty position. Something tells me that that card should be my Zoroark-GX. Alright, it's really hard for my opponent to do anything at this. I mean, I can still lose this game, there's no doubt about that. I mean, it's still not over. But I'm doing fine for now, I'm controlling this game till the turn number 1, basically. I managed to get perfect scoop at perfect time. And yeah, I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna need... let's see. How many Aqua Patches? I still have plenty of them, so I'm considering doing something like maybe Jet Gazier, so I can have easier knockout, maybe not. I definitely need energy in my disco pile, that's for sure. I really want to recover energy with the Aqua Patch, so I still just need to think about trade or maybe Jet Gazier. We shall see. I mean, this Deoxys can easily be knocked out. I just need to put other Pokemon in play. For that, I have Rescue Stretcher, so it's not a big deal. It's not really hard to do it. But I don't want another Zorua in play. I want another Greninja-GX in play. It's much better against low HP Pokemons. It's really easy to snipe my opponent Mimikyu on the bench. So literally, I just need 2 cards. I need double course energy to win this game, and Greninja-GX. And that's literally it. What I'm gonna do for the next turn is I'm going to use my Rescue Stretcher. Literally, with the Rescue Stretcher, I'm going to grab my Zorua in play. Interesting. Shining Lugia promoted with the Argent Wing. Alright, so let's see what is going to be the top deck card. Top deck is a Timer Ball. Wow, that's insane. For the win? Nope, still not. Alright, let's trade something like Cynthia. Doop. Ultra Ball. Alright. That should work. Zoroark and... I don't know, let it be... Acerola. Alright, so what I need is Greninja. How many double course energies? I still have 3 of them, so I should be fine, I guess. I did use trade. So still, Mimikyu, knock it out. Alright, down to 1 prize. So I don't even need to play my Rescue Stretcher, I guess. Okay, I just want to recover one of those Zoroark-GXs, just in case to have one available. And very important thing right now is that Jet Gazer, This right now actually allowed me to force my opponent to switch his Shining Lugia, which is 130 HP, with one of the 120 or less HP on the bench, so I can have one hit now with my Zoroark-GX. And all I really need is just a double core synergy. If I can find double core synergy for this turn, unfortunately for my opponent, game is over. So I still have Cynthia for 6. And the last card was double core synergy, so I should say well played to my opponent. And I'm going to use Radius Bidding, which will be 120. And that's it. That's a pure mastery. Pure skill showed with this deck, I guess. Well played and well controlled from the turn number 1. Overall, very good performance, I should say. Pretty consistent performance with this build so far. I'm actually very pleased with it. It works pretty well. This Volcanion is a very nice tech. You should definitely consider doing this tech in this build, especially if you play, water decks. Volcanion can help a lot. 4 water energies proved to be more than enough. Maybe in some matchups wouldn't be, but overall, very, very good deck list in my opinion, and very balanced. Possible techs, multi-switch always, for example, so we can surprise our opponent with multi-switch combo, maybe. Using the Aqua Patch and moving energy from the bench to the active Pokemon can always be good. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the deck list. I hope you guys also enjoy watching this video. Make sure to hit thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck list. We'll see you next time. So, till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.